The Christ, or the I Am consciousness, must be born in your heart and in the heart of every human personality, must grow and thrive and pass through in some manner every experience symbolized in the life of Jesus, before you can come to this point and become a conscious expresser with me of my divine ideal. The example of the Christ love and compassion, which I expressed in that life, must you also express in the fruits of that love, which in reality is not love, but the holy three-in-one, love, wisdom, power. That is the true expression of my impersonal life. You heretofore have not known the meaning of the impersonal life, hence you could not know the meaning of impersonal love. Love to you, if you will carefully analyze that feeling, has always been a human emotion or expression, and you have been unable to conceive of a love devoid of or unattached to some human or personal interest. Now, as you begin to feel me within your heart and open it wide to contain me, will I fill you with a wondrous, strange new feeling, which will quicken every fiber of your being with the creative instinct, and be to you a veritable elixir of life. For in the outer expression of that feeling, when I thus, through you, pour it forth into the world, will you taste of the unutterable sweetness of my holy impersonal love, with its accompanying illumination of mind and consciousness of unlimited power, and it will make you a wholly selfless and therefore perfect channel for the impersonal expression of my divine ideal. You will then realize that you are a part of me and part of every other being, and that all you have or are not yours but mine, for use wherever and however I direct. Your life will no longer be centered in yourself, but that self will be lost, merged in your other selves, giving freely of your life, your understanding, your strength, your substance, which are but phases of my impersonal life or my impersonal love that I have portioned out to you only for such use. In the personality of Jesus the Christ, I manifested much of the love impersonal, enough to inspire and lead you into seeking to emulate his life and his personality, and through such seeking and striving, to awaken in you the consciousness of the Christ within you. Through this awakening and the realization that the Christ is but the channel or door that opens unto me, I have finally brought you to the point where you can enter in and consciously become a part of my impersonal life. I here tell you plainly that my impersonal life has naught to do with personal lives and personal loves. All such are but the outer mediums I use through which to pour forth out of the heart of humanity into the world my real love, where it is ever expressing its all-embracing, vitalizing, creative, and uplifting power. My love considers not individuals or personalities. They are but pawns on the chessboard of life, which I move as I deem best to accomplish my purpose, the full and complete expression in humanity of my divine ideal. In humanity only can I express my ideal, even as you can express your ideal of yourself only in and through your human personality. In humanity I live and move and have my being. It is the mortal personality and body of my immortal self, even as your personality and body is what you use to express your being. All individual human personalities with their bodies are but the cells of my body of humanity. Just as I am of you is now, just as the I am of you is now building your body, so that through it you can perfectly express my ideal of you, or your real self, so am I gradually building humanity, so that through it I can perfectly express my ideal of myself. As the individual cells of my body of humanity, even as those of your human body, by partaking of my life, become impersonal and harmonious parts of the organs they form. They live a healthy and happy life, but let one cell oppose or act contrary to the general law of its organ, and the harmonious functioning of that organ becomes impossible, which naturally affects the whole body and results in disease. Every cell of an organ is an integral part of that organ, and its work is necessary to that organ's perfect functioning and to the perfect health of my body, so that unless each cell gives up all its power and all its intelligence, which are but attributes of the life I give it, toward the perfect functioning of my entire body, the only result for my body can be in harmony with its consequent effects: disease, suffering, sin, bondage, poverty, lack of understanding, disintegration, or death. Likewise, unless each organ gives up the intelligence and all the powers with which I endowed it to the one purpose of expressing and maintaining the life of my body in perfect health, the only result can be disorganization, disruption, rebellion, and finally war. War between the various organs and between their respective cells, and a greater or lesser consequent chaotic condition in my whole body. In my body of humanity, this would mean war between nations, which are the organs of my body. As all war is but acute disease or disharmony, and as my life, which is body, as all war is but acute disease or disharmony, and as my life, which in humanity manifests as impersonal love, can express only in harmony, even as in the physical body, it is always utilizing, equalizing, and preparing conditions so that it can thus express. This it does either by eradicating gradually from the various organs of the body all diseased, weakened, and unfit cells, or by developing the disease into a malignant form, such as fever, dropsy, carbuncles, blood poisoning, or degeneracy in the physical body. It throws off such cells quickly by the billions until a particular organ either is purified or its power of functioning is wholly destroyed. In other words, the real life and work of each cell and of each organ lies in giving up its individual life that my whole body can be or express in perfect harmony. When each harmonious and perfect, when each cell and each organ has no other ideal than this and makes itself a pure and selfless channel through which my impersonal life can flow, then has my body become a harmonious and perfect whole, and then can my ideal express on earth as its divine powers and possibilities, even as it does in the celestial realms of the eternal. As you give up yourself wholly to me, that I can pour through you my holy impersonal love, having no other thought than the perfect expression of that love, which is my real life, then will I through you be enabled to quicken and awaken those about you gradually to a recognition of me, the Christ within them, so that they too will likewise give up themselves wholly to me. Finally, the organ, or that particular part of my body of humanity, you and they form, attains perfect health and harmony and adds its quota to the bringing about and maintaining of perfect health in my entire body. When such time comes, my divine life force or my impersonal love will be flowing and manifesting throughout all humanity, and my ideal will be expressing fully on earth, even as it is in heaven. The earth and all earthly bodies will no longer be of the gross physical material they formerly seemed, but they will have become utterly purified and cleansed of the self, and will have been again lifted up to whence they descended. For the purpose of their creation, that of developing organisms for the outward manifestation and human expression of my divine ideal, will have been accomplished, and having no further use for physical or outward mediums of such expression, I hereafter will create only with mind substance, which is the only medium needed in the heavenly world of the impersonal life. The next chapter will be called Finding Me.